did tell her. What?
Hello?
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 You heard that one? You should be hearing that. Hello?
Hello?
You heard that one? Okay. Yep. No. Well, you can just mute that now instead of this because I have the audio disabled on this.
So don't mute desktop audio.
Right. You don't have to mute desktop, just mute the mic.
So 11 underneath the table. You know, you can flip the camera. is how it works. I'm going to keep speaking, and we're going to see if my voice comes through at any point. The reality of our situation is that technology is really quite wonderful when it works, and also quite a large pain in your derriere, or any other part of your body for that matter, when it doesn't work. And that is how the cookie crumbles. Now, let me begin by reading you the first 14 chapters of my latest book. Chapter 1, The Exodus. Get out. I'm not even, am I even? Oh, I'm still here. I am still here. And are we working yet? Can you hear me yet?
Yes.
All right.
So now, just mute these. Yeah. And then you were going to have to go back to mute this.
So I don't need either of those?
Yeah.
So I am or I am not reading my book in its entirety to everyone tonight.
I don't think you're reading your book in its entirety to everyone tonight.
What? Welcome once again to Amherst Live, and we're glad to have you here with us tonight. Sorry for that little mishap. It was literally working 10 minutes ago, and then it decided to stop. So that's technology. What can you do? We have a special guest with us tonight. For the first time on Amherst Live, it's not just me, and he's looking for the special guest. He doesn't realize that it's him. But yeah, we're excited. Tonight we have some jam sessions going on and some music, and my lovely wife Naomi is running the computer and the sound and everything. So
I thought you were calling me your lovely wife. And I was like,
no, not quite. But yeah, we're glad that you're here with us tonight and enjoying this part of Amherst Live. We're going to dive right into our first couple songs. You can enjoy them at home. You can maybe dance around. You won't see us. You'll see the people who are playing the songs. There's some people from our church here, and there's some people from a little bit further away that want to say hi to you. And they're excited to share these songs with you tonight. So we're going to jump right into those songs, and then we'll interview Pastor Evan about his book. If at any time you have questions about him or his book, you can put those in the chat, and my wife will let me know. And then we can ask him those a little bit later during the Q&A. So you can write those out at any time in the chat. But let's dive right in to our first song from Kyle Legier.
Hello, Amherst Wesleyan Church. It's so good to join you. I'm sitting here in my bedroom in East Bay, Cape Breton, not far from Sydney. Pastor Jamin reached out to me this week to see if I'd be interested in sharing some worship music with you guys, and of course I'm just privileged to be able to do that. And it's so good anytime I get to do anything with you guys. I mean, right now I can't be there physically, but we're part of God's family. We're united in Christ and all that. So just thank you for the opportunity to worship with you. I look forward to being able to visit you guys and be within the building with everybody and reconnect. It's been since February, I think, since I've been home. So I miss you guys, and again, look forward to seeing you. In my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. You are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence you won't let go. In my questions your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. 'Cause you are the peace in my troubled sea. You are the peace in my troubled sea. My shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. You are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. My lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. And my lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. My lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. My lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore.
Well, thank you, Kyle. We appreciate that. Still running into some technical difficulties with the sound, but so if you hear us at random times, we are not actually in the music videos and the songs that are happening.
Whatever, man. Yes, I am.
We didn't just randomly appear in Kyle's house and start asking questions, even though I wouldn't put it past any of us. But thank you, Kyle, for that. We appreciate you singing and sharing that song with us. But right now we have our very own Michael Gregory, who is our youth director here at AWC, and he's going to share a song as well.
Good evening, everybody. I'm excited to play some music here and just be able to worship a little bit with you guys. So I've got a couple songs, To the Table and Revival, both by Zach Williams. So I'm going to let the songs do the talking, and I hope you enjoy the words. Hear a voice of love that's calling. There's a chair that waits for you, and a friend who understands everything you're going through. But you keep standing at a distance in the shadows of your shame. There's a light of hope that's shining. Won't you come and take your place? And bring it all to the table. It's nothing he ain't seen before. For all your sin, all your sorrow and your sadness, there's a Savior and He calls. Bring it all to the table. You can't see the weight you carry, and the fears that hold your heart. But through the cross you've been forgiven. You're accepted as you are. So bring it all to the table. It's nothing he ain't seen before. For all your trials, all your worries and your burdens, there's a Savior and He calls. Bring it all to the table. Bring it all. You can bring it all. Come on in and take your place. There's no one who's turned away. All you sinners and all you saints, come right in and find your grace. Come on in and take your place. There's no one who's turned away. All you sinners and all you saints, come right in and find your grace. And bring it all to the table. It's nothing he ain't seen before. For all your sin, all your sorrow and your sadness, there's a Savior and He calls. Bring it all to the table.
Thank you, Michael, for that lovely song. I guess you couldn't hear us through the last song, so I guess that's good.
Thank you, Michael, for that song. I don't know if it was lovely. I was watching you, but I wasn't listening because I was afraid that y'all were listening to me while you were watching the video. So, thank you for the song.
I can show you later. But yes, now that we've got everything kind of figured out, we hope you're enjoying our jam session tonight, and we got a few more songs. We have one more, and then we'll have our interview with Pastor Evan about his book. But we have a few more to go for the rest of the night. But I want you to stay tuned and be ready for that interview. And the Q&A will be later tonight, and then we'll finish off with an announcement for what's going on next week here on Amherst Live. But right now we have Laura and her husband Eldon, and they get to share a song for us. And the name of the song is I'm Going to Try and Change the World by Johnny Reed. So I hope you enjoy.
Today I'm gonna try and change the world. Gonna take it one day at a time. Well, try and change the world. Gonna take it one day at a time. Well, I made my resolution, open up my eyes. Today I'm gonna try and change the world. Today I'm gonna try and change the world. Gonna take it one day at a time. Well, I made my resolution, open up my eyes. Today I'm gonna try and change the world.
I hope you're enjoying our jam session. We have all kinds. So good. Might even have to make some toast later and put some jam on it. I hope you have your jam. Yeah, we're enjoying it.
You can't see this arm.
No, that arm's cut off. There you go. But yeah,
T-Rex.
we hope you're enjoying the night, and thank you so far to Kyle and Michael and Lauren Eldon for sharing their songs with us. But we're going to spend some time now and talk with Pastor Evan about his new book called Let's Be Blunt.
It's a real surprising title.
I know, it totally took me for a loop when he told me what the title was. Did not see it coming. But yeah, Evan, you wrote this book, you got it published, you have copies for sale.
I do. Lots of them.
I'm sure
Please
some
buy
of you have read them. But if you haven't, this is a good opportunity to learn a little bit more about it, and then you can grab your copy. We'll give you that information later tonight. But Evan, how did this book come into existence? Like, what started it? What got the ball? Yeah, you wrote it. That's a good answer. How about a little bit more in depth about how?
Like, why did I write it?
Sure.
Basically, I've been in the church my entire life, and I grew up going to church. Ever since I was a kid, and I was given all the Sunday school answers, and I was given all the basic camp answers and everything like that. And at some point, I just started asking questions and was like, this doesn't quite make sense. That thing doesn't quite make sense. Why are we doing it this way? Why are we doing it that way? Why do we have this doctrine? Why do we have that doctrine? What is the point of all of this? Well, if Jesus really came to save us, then why don't we just get saved and then die and leave immediately? Like, what is the point of us still being here? What else is going on? And so I started asking questions, and I started digging. And the more questions I asked, and the more questions that I dug into, the more answers I found. And the answers I found weren't depressing or discouraging. They were actually way better than the answers that I had been given growing up. And I know that there have been other people asking those same questions. And so I didn't want, I needed to. It was something that I couldn't avoid. I knew that I needed to put it down in writing, and I needed to put it into a book, and I needed to get it out there, because I know there are people asking those same questions, and the answers are being given. There's a lot of good books, there's a lot of good answers, but they're just, they never, no, some of them are really deep, but they never quite get down to that root core issue of what the real point of Christianity is. They deal with a lot of the symptoms and a lot of the other pieces around it, and what it's supposed to look like, and how we're supposed to live, and deep theological stuff, but they never seem to get right down to that root to shift it enough for it to really start making full sense. It remains kind of arbitrary. And so this is a big part of my journey, and it's written down because this is what I have come to understand Christianity to be about, and I know that there are many others that are asking that same question, one of those same things. And so I wrote this because I knew I had to, and hopefully to be a help to anybody that's asking these questions. And if you've ever asked, what's really the point of this Christianity thing? What's really the point? I think this book will really help you in your journey to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. And I believe it's 186 pages, 14 chapters.
186? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's 87.
Sorry, 187.
With the last
There's a
quote.
quote on the last page that I missed. Yes.
Yes.
187, 14 chapters. You know, it's if you're a good, strong reader, less than a week. But you probably want to wrestle with it.
If you read like me, give yourself 6 months.
Yep. But you definitely write it as like, don't just read through it and then on to your next book.
Oh yeah, this isn't a fluffy light read. This isn't Bernstein Bears, right? Like this is something that if you want to read it and get something out of it, you're gonna have to read the chapter and sit down and go, ugh, for a little while before you move on.
Right.
I wrote it in the hopes that it would deal with the deep issues, but still be accessible. Mm-hmm. Anybody could pick it up and read it and get something out of it, is the hope, but it shouldn't let you go. You shouldn't be able to just run through it and go, whatever.
Yeah, and just be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, it should leave you a little messed up.
Yeah. And so that kind of leads to my next question. You know, you've written this, you obviously have something you want to say, and you believe needs to be heard. So why should, you know, say if someone's like in the bookstore, they're going to see this book on the shelf, and we're like, why should I read that book?
Other than taking pity on a local author, which is a great reason to buy the book, by the way. I think a lot of us, either in the church or outside of the church, grew up in the church and left the church or whatever, have at some point wrestled with these questions. Mm-hmm. And I know that there are a lot of people who look at Christianity and they've been fed the same answers over and over and over and over again, that they've gotten tired of it and they've given up on it. And so for a lot of people that have this idea of what Christianity is and have given up on it, I think this book will help tear away some of those ideas that have ruined it for them. And I think as people that are inside the church or people that call themselves Christians, what this book does is it allows you to take a fresh look at your faith and allow it to open up again, to be something new and alive. I know that I've read the Bible. Yeah, I've read the Bible a lot, and there's a lot of passages that I've just kind of skimmed over and like, yep, that's what that says. And one of the things I try to do is break open those scriptures so that you can look at them from a different angle and have them actually speak. Mm-hmm. So I hope that whoever picks this up gets a fresh perspective of Christianity and allows that to really become living and active and real and full of life to them. Mm-hmm. Whether that's something they've never wrestled with, or they have wrestled with, or they're currently wrestling with. This won't give you all the answers, but it should help you along your journey.
Sweet. Yeah. So I was going to ask, but I want to save some questions for them out there. I will end with this one, and then we'll get into our jam session some more. Do you have any other books? Like, are you thinking of other books, or you're just so focused on, you just finished this one, and now you want to sell your copies and, you know, make some money back, or are you thinking of...
Well, let's just be honest. I am trying to sell the copy so that I break even. Okay, that is the goal here, to break even. So I don't end up on the street. It's not quite that bad, but anyways. Yeah, I am working on, slowly, I am working on another book. And the only tease I'll give you for that is that the working title for that book is Jesus' Guide to Home Invasion.
Nice.
And if that doesn't make you want to read it, nothing else I tell you about it will make you want to read it.
The title itself should be enough to just pick it up.
That's what I'm thinking.
At least read the back cover.
I would buy that book just to have that book cover
in my house.
Can you imagine conversations?
Yeah,
Someone
exactly.
comes over, just what the?
I'm not even going to write the book. I'm just going to produce the cover and sell that.
Make all kinds of money that way. That'd be amazing. Thank you, Pastor Evan, just for talking a little bit about your book. I know we could talk a whole lot more about it, but we don't want to take away from you reading it either, and learning and diving into it and wrestling with the question, what's really the point of Christianity? So thank you for sharing, and then we'll get some questions a little bit later. But we're gonna
Send me your questions.
we're gonna jump into our next song. I believe it's by Kyle, and it's one we shared last week. So if you were here last week, you got to hear it. But you're gonna hear it again this week. It's an excellent song that he wrote, and he shares a little bit about that at the beginning. So let's hear it.
I want to share with you a song that I wrote. I say that I wrote, but honestly, it was one of those situations where God placed something on my heart, and He took the lead on this 100%. I was just there as a vessel to receive what He had and to write it down and to get it out into a piece of music. And I just give all the glory to God for this song. It's called Your Love. I only have what you've given me. Faith, hope, and love, to name just three. The greatest of these is love, you say. And there at the cross, it was on display. I saw your love, I receive your love, I give your love back to you. Before I knew you, I thought I had it all. Because of my pride, I sure did fall. You picked me up and you took me in. By your hand of grace, I was saved. By your hand of grace, oh, I was saved. Oh, I saw your love, and I receive your love, and I give your love back to you. I saw your love, and I receive your love, and I give your love back to you. For you so loved, and you showed it. back to you, back to you. Amen.
Thank you, Kyle, for sharing that song. We're so glad that you were able to share that with us, even though you're up in Sydney. But we're glad that you took the time to share that with us. I know we miss you just like you miss us, and we look forward to the times.
We hope.
Yes, we hope.
We hope.
We hope you do.
Otherwise, this is a really awkward, one-way relationship. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I could say whatever I want, and you may just not respond, but I won't know if you respond or not unless you write it in the chat. But yeah, so but we always look forward to when you come and share your music with us, and hopefully everything kind of runs its course. That next year we can do another Valentine's Day concert. I know that went really well this past year, and we loved having you here. And so we look forward to hopefully being able to do that again next
Did you
year.
say Valentine?
Yeah.
It's not Valentine's?
No. What? It's with an N. What? Things you learn new every day.
I thought it was a time for
He says I
balance.
do.
Oh, Kyle did say, he said he misses us. So there we are.
Did he
missed.
clarify who?
No, I don't
He
think
says
so.
tell Jamin I
Tell
do.
Jamin.
Anyways, we have another song by Michael. Let's listen to that right now.
Hear a voice of love that's calling. There's a chair that waits for you. Your strength, it found me at my weakest. Grace poured out in my despair. When I feel lifeless, tired, burned out and defeated, your perfect love will find me there. You call my name, you made all things new. Oh, I was dead, look at me now, I found revival in you. You gave me life, 'cause that's what you do. Oh, I was dead, look at me now, I found revival in you. Wild dreams were breathed into existence. My broken heart began to beat. There's no more fear and doubt. My bitter disappointments became my greatest victory. You call my name, you made all things new. Oh, I was dead, look at me now, I found revival in you. You gave me life, 'cause that's what you do. Oh, I was dead, look at me now, I found revival in you. It's all because of you, all because of you. I am alive in Jesus, I am alive, and it's all because of you, all because of you. I am alive in Jesus. I was dead. Look at me now, I found revival in you. You gave me life, 'cause that's what you do. Oh, I was dead. Look at me now, I found revival in you. Oh, I was dead, and look at me now, I found revival in you. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
All right, thank you, Michael, for sharing that song with us. I had to comfort Evan during that time because he was really sad that Kyle only said he missed me. But yeah, he's a little bit better now. He's good, but he'll be, he's really excited to see this next one. This next one is actually like a music video. Someone took the time to make a music video, and I think there was our police chief and his son. Like, let's watch.
Worthy is the King who conquered the grave.
hope you jammed out to that. We were having a great old time. Thank you to Dwayne and Sam Pike for putting that together. I greatly enjoyed watching. I watched it like 3 times last night. And then I had to show Naomi, so I had to get her to watch it. And thank you. Yeah, that was a treat. Did you enjoy it, Evan?
Yes.
Awesome. We have some questions from our chat for you. And if you want to take it away and answer some of those, and that way they can...
Now the question is, how serious do you want me to answer these? Because some of them I could be just very blunt.
Really?
Yeah, like, how was the publishing process? Painful. But really, like, I mean, the publishing process is a lot different than what you see in, like, the movies or on TV. Like, you send in your manuscript to 6 dozen publishers, and then one of them finally responds to you, and then everything's done. Not really. I mean, you've been working on this stuff for years, and how basically the market is, it's flooded with books, and now that there's Amazon and you can just self-publish for free on Amazon, there's so many books that most publishers don't even accept manuscripts. Like, you've got to go find an agent, get an agent to accept your manuscript.
A specific agent,
and then go to a publisher. And so you can do it that way. You can go free on Amazon, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing for this next book. Or what I did is I went through what they call themselves a hybrid publishing company, where I pay them to publish my book, and then they distribute it for me. And so they went through the process of making sure that the manuscript was solid and helped develop like the cover, and making sure that everything was done professionally, and making sure that everything was up to high enough standards. They connected me with an editor who I had to then have edit the book, and then through that whole process they got everything developed and put together, and then they put it up on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles and Chapters and all these different places.
And there's the royalties you gotta mess around with.
Right, and so they handle all of that stuff. So it was a lot to kind of figure out. I was really hoping that the publishing process would take care of a lot of those details, and I would just have to write the book, but not so. You have to write the book, and then you have to rewrite the book, and then you have to rewrite the book, and then you have to go through all these things and tell them, I want this color page, and I want this weight of paper, and I want this as a cover, and I want to change this word that's on the back that's spelled wrong, and stuff. So it's a lot to handle. It's a lot to figure out, but it was also a lot of money. But I'm thinking that if this helps anybody, then it's worth the money, right? Realistically, even if I don't manage to break even, if this book helps you or anybody else in their journey of faith and journey towards Christ, then it's worth it, right? Yep. So that's kind of a bit of the publishing experience. Somebody else asked, did I enjoy writing the book? Probably the first time, yeah. The 6th or 7th or 8th time going through it and revising it, there were definitely moments where it was like, oh, this is so painful. I've already read this. I've already done this. But there were also a lot of moments when I was doing the rewriting of it, the re-editing, and I finally got it to a place where I was excited about it and happy about it. And so definitely at times it was a lot of fun. Probably more times it was just really painful and annoying. But as is pretty much anything worth doing, really valuable doing in your life, you've got those times. It's like training for anything. You go to the gym and you have good days at the gym and you got bad days at the gym, but it's all for that competition day or whatever, right? Somebody else asked, would I recommend this book to someone who isn't a believer but is questioning things? Really, I would recommend this book to everyone, and also buy a copy for your cat. right? Like just buy the book and distribute it and scatter the seed everywhere. And if it grows, great. I didn't specifically write this book for people who aren't believers. That wasn't the specific target audience, but it is designed, it is put together in a way that if you have even a little bit of working knowledge about what Christianity is, it will hopefully meet you there and help you figure out some stuff. And so really, yes, if you know somebody that isn't sure where they are in this faith journey and they don't really know what they think about Jesus, but they're open to it and they're asking questions and they've got a little bit of experience, they've looked at the church or they've had experiences with the church, and they're open to exploring what the answers might really be, absolutely. Absolutely. I think this can be a great tool. It isn't going to be stick this in somebody's hand. It's not give them a book and then walk away in 6 months, come back, and they are walking, living, breathing, talking Jesus in front of you. Right? That's not how it works. It's a tool. It needs to be something that you want to have a conversation with people over, lots of conversations. But definitely, I think valuable for anyone that's going through that job. Somebody else asked, what is my favorite diagram in the book? And just in case you were thinking, man, this book is fantastic, how did it get better, right? Well, let me tell you, there are pictures. That's right. There are actual pictures. There's actually a whole chapter that is half pictures. You thought I was going to say whole chapter that was pictures. It's half. It's like, well, probably a little less than half. Probably my favorite diagram in it is this one, and you probably can't see that. Hopefully you can't, because then you would just be like, I saw the diagram, I don't need to buy. But it's this simple diagram about the relationship between God, me, and you, and it reflects the nature of the Trinity. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. And that is a foundational piece of what I believe Christianity is really about. It's a foundational piece about this book. And when you grab that picture, and if you're like me and you need pictures the visual, it just allows you to solidify some ideas and thoughts about Christianity and our relationship between each other, our relationship with God. So that's probably my favorite diagram.
Sweet.
Are we just about done?
We are. I just have one announcement, but thank you, Evan, for coming out tonight, sharing about your book. If you would like a copy of it, you can reach him on Facebook. You can. Is it connected on our website at all? Like, is there?
No, I felt that would be a conflict.
Yeah.
Hijacking like Amherst Live for my own personal benefit. Yeah.
Well, I invited you.
So if you want a copy, you can contact me on Facebook. You can comment in this video, and I can send you some details. Actually, I will post in the comments my email. But basically, you can find me on Facebook. You can contact me through the church. Or you can send me an email at eoxner15@gmail.com. eoxner15@gmail.com. I'm going to put it in the comments right now. And if you want to buy one copy, or 15, or 35, or 130, just let me know.
Awesome. Thank you. Next week on Amherst Live competition, people have been already putting in a couple submissions so far, and we're looking forward to seeing what these are going to look like. So this competition is where you're given a picture of a dessert, and you have to replicate it to the best of your abilities. Now, we have two types of cupcakes you can choose from. We have the dog, and we have Groot. You get to choose from one or the other. So if you want to try and replicate the dogs, you choose the dogs. If you want to try and replicate Groot, you choose Groot. Each different cupcake will have a winner. So we have 3 judges that have been selected that are going to look over the pictures, and you will send in, and I'll get to that in a second, but they'll look over the pictures and they will vote on who their favorite is, and the one who gets the most votes will be the winner of each category.
Are we doing a baking competition without any taste testing?
That comes a little bit later. That's unofficial rule number 1. But yes, so 3 judges have been chosen, and they will rank their entries, and the winners will get a prize. So there will be a winner for the dog group and a winner for the group. Say that 20 times fast. And we're excited to see how that goes. Now, if you want to take part in this contest, you need to send 2 pictures to Pastor Jamin, which is myself. You can
3?
do that. 2 pictures on Facebook, Jamin Bro Melanson, or you can send an email to pastorjamin@disciples.com. Naomi, if you wouldn't mind just writing that in the chat for them, pastorjamin@disciples.com. So you can send it to either of those 2 spots. The first picture you send will be of the cupcakes themselves. The second picture will be of you with the cupcakes. This is so I can send the pictures to the judges, and there's no bias there whatsoever. They're just going to see the cupcakes. They're not going to vote because they think that you're a great and lovely person, which you are. And so submissions need to be in no later than 5 p.m. Atlantic time on Tuesday, June 16th. Any submissions sent after that will not count in the judging. And if you have any questions about what I'm going over, all of this information is on the Amherst Wesleyan Church Facebook page. So go look at that if you have any questions. But we want you to share this with your friends. Get as many people involved as you want. Anyone can enter. They don't have to attend our church. They don't even have to live in Amherst if they want to enter. But yes, unofficial rule number 1 is Pastor Jamin, and we'll add Evan in as well, must taste test one of the cupcakes that you make. So you will come and bring them to the church, and we will take care of the taste
How do
test.
you do that if they don't live in Amherst?
Mail. In a box with a
I
container.
don't want to taste this.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Only if you live in Amherst, drop them off at the church. But yes, the cupcakes, after you make them, you can do whatever you want with them. You don't want to give them to friends or whatever. You don't have to bring all the cupcakes here. I know there was some questions about that earlier on, if you had to deliver them to a certain spot, but that's not it. You just need to send them to me by next Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Thank you very much. We're glad that you came out tonight. We're glad that you enjoyed our jam session and our interview with Pastor Evan about his book. Hope you have a good rest of your week, and we will see you next Wednesday night on Amherst Live for our Nailed It competition. And yes, let's be blunt.
Take it, please.